Hey, Dex here with another achievement guide on Ori and the Will of the Wisps. This is the Untouchable achievement worth 20G, which you get for defeating Mora without taking any damage in the fight. So Mora can be found in Moldwood Depths, which is the area you find after saving the owl, just as you can see at the moment. So to get this achievement, the first thing I would do is just before entering the boss battle, where you'll be where I'm at the moment, I would quit out of your game, then create a duplicate save file, which you just do as you saw at the start of the video. Just skip back there if you need to know how to do it. But it's pretty simple. Just go to your save file, there'll be a copy button, then paste it to another slot. So, Mora is based up on 3 different sections of the boss battle. The good thing about this achievement is you don't need to take damage throughout the battle. You can do this in sections. So if you complete the first section without taking damage, and then you take damage in the second section, you can just die in the second section, respawn and carry on, which makes it a whole lot easier, because if you had to do all 3 sections without taking damage, it would make it almost impossible, to be honest. So my only big recommendation I would do is I would have the spike attack equipped. So spike needs to be purchased, but you can get that from the home area where you find all of the main characters together. Obviously there's a shop that allows you to buy different attacks, and I would choose to have the spike one for this particular battle. You can also increase your damage, but I'll not be showing you how to do that because that would kind of require you to do quite a bit more than what you'd need to do. But my first demonstration that you can see at the moment is I will be taking damage, and you'll notice, like I say, I will just let the enemy kill me, because this is still phase 1 we're in at the moment, and I accidentally take damage when I fall. I almost completed phase 1, but I did take damage. So at this point I just let the creature that kind of kill me or uses attacks to kill me, whatever. So it's going to take about 5 spikes in total to take him out from the first section into the second section, which I'll just quickly kind of demonstrate for you here. So I have written a few do's and don'ts. If you get hit, make sure you die, is it do, with the 3 stages as I mentioned before. The second one is buy spike, which I just mentioned before, and I'll go back to that in a second and just let you know this is now the second phase of the fight. So it's a bit of a chase scene here, where you need to get out of the way. I would try and replenish your energy if you can at this point, because obviously the spike does take 2 separate energy orbs in order to be fired, because obviously it does do big damage as you saw previously. Now, all you're doing is escaping and using the different abilities you'll have already picked up. Nothing too spectacular. You'll see a quick jump cut, the reason being is I didn't do this on my first attempt, so if you die, this is where you'll be brought to again. And this is now section 3 of the fight. So again, all you're doing in this third section is just dodging the attacks, then throwing spikes at him till eventually he dies. Again, if you take any damage, then just make sure to let him kill you and carry on. So what I have wrote is for another do is keep on the move. If you stand still, you're most likely going to take damage. And I'll quickly mention this part here, the very last section of the fight, he'll make things dark. You need to use your orb power to make it bright around you, or you'll instantly die. So if you accidentally advance a stage, this is where you'll use your backup save. You can do 1 or 2 things actually. You can either press start and quit out of the battle, or you can exit and then use your backup save and create a new backup save again. This part of the kind of achievement is the most scary part, because you finished the fight and you just got an achievement for finishing the fight, but you didn't get the achievement we're going for, the Untouchable one. And it's quite nerve-wracking because it doesn't actually pop for another minute or so. So don't worry, as long as you did everything right, it will pop. Obviously, if you did something wrong, you should have that backup save that you can kind of quit out on and try again. The only don't thing that I've written down is accidentally continue. Don't just like you take damage and you accidentally continue to the next phase. Don't continue that next phase. Just literally quit out the battle or reload a backup save and create a new backup save. Don't just continue, because obviously the achievement won't work. You have to defeat Mora without taking any damage. You'll notice we still haven't managed to get the achievement pop. It is coming, I promise you. And that's like, I will leave it on until it does appear, but we now have a bit of a cutscene as well. It still hasn't popped, so right in my mind it was like I did something wrong. I need to do this again and get more footage. Must have done something wrong. Surely it would have popped already if it was going to pop. But no, in fact, it isn't until you get control of Ori again that the achievement actually pops for you. And eventually breathe a sigh of relief and go, ah, I did actually do it right. You'll know if you've taken damage though, because your health would have dropped a tiny little bit. Even a tiny bit is too much. It has to be zero damage taken, like I say. But it should be any second now. You'll see it popping at the bottom, and then we should be able to end the video. There it is, right at the bottom there for the 20G. So I hope this guide helps out for you. If it did, please smash that like button, click subscribe for more daily achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!